How's it going, neighbors? Today we're going to take a look at the Inno Flush Mount Roof Rack and see how well it fits on our 2025 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Now, being a Trailblazer owner, you already know, you have a limited cargo area. So this is going to allow you to get more of those bigger, bulkier, and sometimes dirtier items out on the road with you for your adventure. So let's take a closer look and see how well it fits and how to install it. What stands out most is going to be the flush mount. So you're not going to have additional bar hanging over the side. It gives it a real clean OEM look. Another thing that's really cool about the Inno is the fact that it does come with your key and lock cores, so you can have that additional level of security. Other than the included Allen key, you're not going to need additional tools to get it set up. You don't have to worry about having a tape measure because you have fixed mounting points. Now, as far as the height, you're going to have plenty of clearance for just about any rooftop accessory. If you go with the Yakima Skinny Warrior or the Kuwait deck system, you're going to be able to get anything up here. Now, one thing to keep in mind, they are rated for 165 pounds, but you want to make sure that you follow Chevy's guidelines as far as how much weight can be on top of your vehicle. I already installed the rear just to get a feel for how it goes on, and it goes pretty straightforward. Now, another thing that's really cool is when you're not using your roof bars, you can actually just leave the fixed mounting points on here and use the included cover. So now I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to bolt this guy on. You're going to want to use your panel removal tool to get the plugs out of the holes. Now, you see a flat head on the end of it, but it's not really threaded. It's just enough for you to kind of get a grip on it. And once I get positioned in here, underneath I'll just wedge it out. And as you see right there, that's why you want to go with the panel removal tool so you don't damage the paint or any of your plastics with scratches. There we go. We just repeat that over here. There we go. We got it up under here. So we can pop this guy right out. Now, we're going to use our bracket and just align it right here to the bolt holes, and then we'll include our cover. So I'm just going to use the cardboard that the bolts come in and just make sure I don't have it on the paint, because I'm really big on making sure you don't damage anything. One of these real easy assemblies can become super frustrating if you pick up a brand new scratch. So I just thread it in with my fingers here, and you don't have to worry about measuring because everything's fixed, so it's just going to go where it goes. Now, before you actually get everything installed, you want to take a little bit of time to make sure you're getting everything in the right orientation. So as far as your towers, they're going to actually have a R or an L here to let you know what side it should be on. Right-hand side is going to be your passenger side, and it also shows you the orientation of the bar, how it should be on the end of the crossbar. So we're just going to take this cleat and we're going to drop it right into our track here. All right, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we're just going to go across to our other contact point, and we're just going to carefully place it. Now, you may encounter your clamp being a little bit closed, so you can just make adjustments for it to wrap around. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of tension on this side just so we can hold it in place, and I'm going to go to the other side and do the same. All right, and now we're just going to tighten these guys down to make sure we're secure. I like to go back and forth just because it has a tendency to pull, and that way I know it has even pressure across the top. So now we're just going to make sure everything's aligned, and it gives you a nice seamless finished look, and we're nice and secure, ready for adventure. Now, this has been a look at the Inno flush rails for our 2025 Chevy Trailblazer. I'm Ed, this is eTrailer, and you have a great day.